So let's talk a little bit about skew in options trading. When we talk about skew, we often use terms like put skew or call skew. Now, what does this mean? Well, in options trading, skew refers to the difference in implied volatility between options with different strikes, but in the same underlying asset and expiration date. So let me give you an example. I know that definition probably sounded confusing, but it's really not. It's a very simple concept. Let me go to a chart of SPY. Actually, let me go to the options chain for SPY. Let me pick an expiration that I don't currently have any positions in, and I'm going to sell a 10 delta put in SPY, and I'm going to sell a 10 delta call in SPY. So let me find a 10 delta option. Well, I've got the 12 or the 8. I'll choose the 8. And let's go to the curve and analysis here, and let me turn off all my existing positions here other than the example trade I just put on. And now if I take a look at this, let me zoom out a little bit. You will notice something on this 10 delta put, 10 delta call. You can see that currently SPY is trading right here, and there is a lot more room to get to the 10 delta put than to the 10 delta call. This is referred to as put skew because the puts have higher implied volatility. They're richer in premium. Typically, you can go much further out of the money on the put side than you can on the call side. And what put skew tells you is that the risk in this particular asset, SPY, is a market ETF, right? This is the S&P 500. Where is all the risk in a market ETF like SPY? Well, all the risk really is the market crashing. The market always crashes down. It never crashes up. So you can see that the 10 delta put, 10 delta call got a lot more runway to the downside because this is where the risk is. And this would be much more exaggerated if I went to a 5 delta on each side. So the 5 delta call, I only have to move one more strike, the next $5 strike here. But the 5 delta put, I'm probably going to have to move quite a bit to get all the way out to 5 deltas. Here's the first 5 delta put. And now if I go to the curve, you can see 5 deltas is way down here on the put side, but 5 deltas to the call side is not all that far away. So this is put skew on most market ETFs and on most of the big like mega cap tech stocks. Where's the risk? It's typically to the put side. You'll typically see put skew in those kinds of products, but there are products that have call skew because the risk is to the upside. You often see this in commodities and a lot of the futures products because on those things, what's the risk? Well, the risk is the price exploding higher, not necessarily crashing lower. You also see this in meme stocks. Here is a stock I've been trading a little bit lately, IonQ, and if I go into the table here, the options chain, let me go into this expiration. I do have a position on, but let's ignore that. I'll put on a 10 delta strangle on each side, or as close as I can get, 11 deltas on the call side. That's the highest strike I can pick. And if I go to the curve and analysis here, and let me zoom out so we can actually see this, you can see the stock is currently trading right here, and my 10 delta put is not all that far out of the money, but the 10 delta call is way the hell up here, right? It's at the highest end of the table. As a matter of fact, they need to add more strikes because there's so much risk to the upside on this meme-like stock here. So this is what is referred to as call skew. The call options, the out-of-the-money call options have higher implied volatility than the out-of-the-money put options. That's why there's so much skew on the call side. It also tells you that the risk on this trade really is to the call side. So selling naked calls in this is a much more risky kind of play than selling puts. Now, one thing you have to understand with skew when it comes to put skew or call skew, put skew or call skew, it really doesn't tell you what direction the stock is more likely to go. Like if there's put skew, it doesn't mean that the stock is more likely to go down. For example, SPY and QQQ and IWM, all those market ETFs, they all have put skew. But we all know market ETFs tend to go up more than they go down. They have a slight positive drift. Over time, they tend to have more positive days than negative days. So even though there's put skew, that doesn't mean that the stock is more likely to go down. No, the stock is actually more likely to go up in those examples. The skew has nothing to do with the tendency of the stock to go up or down. It's just telling you where the risk is. It's telling you where the greater velocity of the move is. If it's going to move in a big way, it's typically going to do that to the downside. rather than the upside. So skew really doesn't tell you anything as far as predicting direction. You can't use skew to predict direction. You can use skew as kind of an indicator or a tell of where your risk on the trade is. For example, if I know that something has a lot of put skew, I know the risk is to the downside. So if I want to hedge an existing position, I need to hedge it for a big downside move. For example, if I'm doing something in the ES futures, which has a lot of put skew, I know I need to hedge for a potential market crash, right? I need to put on some long puts or some long put spreads for a potential market crash, because that put skew is telling me that's the risk on that trade. If I see something that has a lot of call skew, like a meme stock like IonQ, right? I know that the calls are dangerous, right? It's dangerous to the upside. So what I need to do if I want to hedge an existing position, I need to hedge for a big upside move, not a downside move. And occasionally you will trade things that don't really have any skew at all. We typically call this flat skew. It's where, you know, the out of the money calls and out of the money puts are priced relatively the same across all the strikes, and we call that flat skew. But typically when we talk about skew, we're talking about either call skew or put skew. Some people will call these positive and negative skew. Positive skew is call skew, upside skew. Negative skew is put skew. That's to the downside. And if you want to see why something has the skew, remember, it's all about the implied volatility of your out of the money options. On TASTYTRADE, if you go to the options chain, typically I have open interest as a column here, but if I change it to implied volatility, because many people don't realize this, the implied volatility of the underlying asset you're trading, each strike and each expiration has its own implied volatility. So if we take a look at the out of the money puts here, you know, going down toward the 10 delta puts, you can see implied volatility 100% here. If I go up to like a 10 delta call here, you can see the implied volatility is 110%, you know, 10% higher implied volatility on the call side. Now that's why it has that call skew. So there you have it, just a little bit about put skew and call skew and options trading. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. It just tells you basically the velocity of the move. You know, is the stock more likely to make a big move down or a big move up? Now, if you want to learn more about options trading, check out my book, The Super Wheel Option Strategy. This is about my favorite option strategy, which is the wheel option strategy, but it covers a lot of basic options concepts, including a lot about the Greeks and implied volatility. You'll find a link to the book in the description below. Peace, guys.